Music that I ever bought. I'm actually sad to say it was a record. And I remember buying cassettes. How many people, just out of curiosity, how many people here bought their first piece of music on a record or a cassette? All right. Ooh, any 8-track people? All right. CD. A bunch of people. Anybody's first music purchase happen on a phone? Right? It won't be too long before the whole audience will only be with people who have bought their first piece of music on a phone. This device is changing everything. When we were standing in line as kids to go buy a ticket, it took more time to go into the store, pay for the ticket, print it out, and leave than it does to sell out a whole stadium today. We've lost our patience altogether. We have none. As marketers, this creates a huge burden. Right? We have to figure out how to get through all that noise, how to get through all the clutter, and put it at the palms of the hands of our customers. And today, we have Julia Heiser, the Senior Vice President of Digital from Live Nation, to talk to us about how she's handling these problems. Julia.
There is no doubt the rapid rise of technology and the advent of the always-on consumer has changed the music industry drastically. I mean, just with the advent of iTunes and streaming, from the beginning of Napster, it's definitely impacted artist revenue streams, making performing live really the biggest piece of the pie for the artist. Our identity crisis is not who our fan is, but it's how to reach them in this world, this always-on, multi-device world. Technology has also changed how we market to these fans. Yes, radio and TV has always been very important, but outside of word of mouth, which is the #1 way our consumers are finding out about shows, they are telling us that paid digital is the most important. 75% of concert goers say they found out about a show through paid digital. And this is key. Of concert goers who first received a promotional message on their smartphone, 66% returned to desktop to purchase. So we're in a world where we know our consumers are mobile. They're searching for events. They want to find out about them first. We need to reach them in the place they are. But yet, how do we tie that story back to desktop? And this is why we proactively found Atlas and people-based marketing. So we can start to tie this story, because the cookie just isn't cutting it anymore. It doesn't work cross-device. We don't know who you are on different devices, and it doesn't work on a lot of mobile phones.
The reality is that there's 3 trends that are turning our whole world upside down, making all the technologies and all the investments that we've done for the last 10 years completely ineffective. Every single company on the planet in the next 2 years will have to deal with the consumer and the mobile device. And if you don't make those changes, one of your competitors will. It's simple. The 3 trends are, the first one is the proliferation of the phone. Right? I just know me personally, I traveled halfway across the world. I brought 4 with me. Second thing, expansion of browsers. There's just, like everything, there's just more choices. Right? Now you take those browsers and you multiply it by the number of devices, and the problem becomes exponential. And then lastly, the Internet of Things. Right? This is a word that we hear a lot about, and here's where its impact is. Just corporate technologies, just companies. By the year 2019, it's estimated that companies will utilize 9 billion connected devices. As we think about how we're going to solve this problem, we look to the person behind the screen, the actual real person. The answer to how we solve this problem is you, and it's me. It's getting to a real person. So when you're thinking about your creative strategies, you're thinking about your campaign execution, you have to think about how you're going to get to the actual real person. And what are the channels, and what are the tools you're going to use to unlock the real people behind the screen. People-based marketing is the future. People-based marketing is the future. Not cookies, not probabilities, not guesswork. It's the actual real people. And we should demand this of our own strategies and of all of the vendors that we work with and all of the channels. Who are the real people that sit behind the screens?